All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Janae Strickland. I am a fifth grade teacher at Liberty Grove Elementary School here in Rowlett, and I have been here for 7 years. The past 2 years, I've been self-contained, and it has been absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. Thank y'all for joining us this afternoon. I know everybody's ready to go on your extended weekend and kind of get you some rest. But we just want to leave you with a tidbit of technology before you leave, as only an I3 team could do. So in my classroom, I have access to the typical technology. We have the projector and the screen, the webcam. I have two student computers. I have two laptops, and we also just received iPad carts for every grade level. So we have 30 iPads per grade level. And currently right now on a daily basis, I have access to 10 of those. And if I need to use more of them, I just get with my team and then we'll just use it like that. But we have 30 for the entire fifth grade level. So if you're here, I know that you're seeking more information about Google Sites and how to use it in your classroom. Exactly what does it look like? What is it good for? How can you use it? How can your students use it? So my goal here today is to kind of give you a brief overview of what that looks like and how you can use it with your students. It's an awesome, awesome tool to use. And the good thing about Google Classroom, Google, I forgot what I was doing, Sites. The good thing about Google Sites is that we have access to all the Google apps for education through Garland ISD, and all the students have their own email addresses that they can log into those Google apps for education. So they all kind of link really well together, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So the topic is just to kind of give you an idea of how you can use this with your students in your classroom. Google Sites can be used as a classroom website. If you're a teacher and you need a classroom website somewhere where you can put all of your information for parents to access, students to access, anything that you want them to always be able to see, you can create a classroom website using Google Classroom. You can use Google, I keep saying classroom, you can use Google Sites for assignments and projects that students are using. They can collaborate on these things. You can have one Google site where multiple kids are working together to create one product. So that brings in our collaboration skills for that. You can also use Google Sites for a portfolio. And I think this is also awesome, and it works well with our email addresses and all those things that we have with Google, where if a kid starts their portfolio in elementary school, that will follow them the entire time they have access to that Google email address. So I have kids right now in fifth grade working on building a portfolio that they'll keep for years. And by the time they get to high school, they can actually look back and see how much they've grown in each area. So being able to set this up now, no matter what level you're at, is awesome for them to be able to set goals and to see their progress, and to also, be able to show off their achievements, because we want our kids to see that they're awesome and to show everybody else that they're awesome. And a digital portfolio through Sites is amazing to use. Hopefully I can stop saying Google Classroom. You can tell I use it a lot. So if I say it again, I'm talking about Sites unless I actually mean Classroom. Okay, so the ISTE standards that this webinar is going to focus on is basically all of them. If you don't know ISTE standards are basically the technology standards that we want to make sure we are aligning our lessons and our instruction with when we include technology. So you'll have your creativity and innovation. You have your communication and collaboration when students are working together and when students are communicating the knowledge and information that they have to you. You have your research and information fluency. Students they love to go and research different things. So having this Google site where they can come and put all of that research and information is awesome. You have your critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making, where students are actually actively making decisions about what they want on their site, where they want to put it, the order that it should be put in. So they're actively making decisions in order to make their site more efficient. We have digital citizenship, where you can go in and talk about how to post appropriately, things that are appropriate for the topic that they're doing, how to comment on different sites or pages that they're accessing. So digital citizenship is a biggie when it comes to Google Sites. And the technology operations and concepts. Many of our kids are techie kids, but they don't know how to use the technology that's available. They know how to play the games and to get to the apps on their iPhones and iPads. But if you ask them how to cut and paste or how to type or something like that, they don't really understand the technological concepts and operations. So this will also give you a chance to teach them how to use the basic technology that we have and how to use it and know, what operation is best to do in each situation. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and look at Google Sites, and I'll show you how to access Google Sites. Most of us already are logged into our web pages, or you're already logged into the computer underneath your username. So if you are, that's absolutely perfect. The way Google works with Chrome, if you're already logged in, every site that we go to that is Google Apps for Education affiliated, it'll automatically have you set up to log in, so you don't have to worry about logging in to everything that we're using. So if you're already logged in, that's perfect. And we're going to go ahead and look at how to access Google Sites. I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, so here we have the website. We have our basic Google Chrome setup. And if you go to the address bar, you can type in sites.google.com. And what you'll see is a screen that's just like this one. You may not have anything here if you have not, started any sites, but what you see here are the 3 sites that I have actively available right now. So I was already logged in, so that helped because this goes directly to my Google Sites account. So what we're going to do is go to Create, and when you click Create, you'll notice that it says in Classic Sites and in New Sites. I want to tell you that Google is kind of sort of moving away from the classic sites, and they've created a new sites. And I'll get a chance to show you what that looks like at the end of talking about classic sites. Classic sites has way more features than new sites, simply because it's something new that they're implementing and they're adding more features frequently. So be on the lookout for, the new sites. I love the way it looks, and it has a very easy way of being used. So we'll definitely look at that towards the end after classic sites. We're going to go ahead and go into classic sites. And I just want to show you how to create a basic site. So once you click on classic sites, you have blank template, or you can browse the gallery for more. Being a part of Garland ISD gives us access to the Garland ISD templates that teachers have created. So here we have several templates that have been created by different teachers in Garland ISD. And when we create a template, if you create a website template, it can be copied and that same website will be used. And many teachers like this because you can simply use that template and provide it to your students so that they can do the project that you give them using the exact same template that you want them to use. There are public templates, and you can see there's a whole bunch of public templates to choose from. And basically this is just the backgrounds and different things that people might want to use. If you're wanting your students to get more creative and personal, and you're wanting them to be different and let them play around with it, it's awesome to have them go through the public templates, and they may find a template that they want to use. We're going to go back to Garland ISD templates. I did create a template for my students to use for the project that I'm going to show you, the website that they're using for their project. And it's right here, organisms and their environment. And I'll show you how I created that template in a second. So if you click here, it'll open up the template. And since I've already done that, I'm just going to go back. Once you click that, it'll go and open up the website. So as you see at the top, it says this is in the template gallery. Any changes you make will be visible to all users. So that's there. I am the one that created this template. So if I had to go back, if you as a teacher have to go back and fix something in your template that you created, then it'll show up on all of the users who are actually using your template. So that's important for you to know that any changes you make will be visible to all users if you write on this one right here. So you want to make sure the kids press use this template, and it'll automatically go to their account when they log into sites as well. So we're going to click there and press create. And of course, it tells me to enter a site name. So I'll just call this the mosquito. My kids are doing projects on life cycles and adaptations of organisms and their environment. So the mosquito. And we're going to create the site. You'll see it says creating site. Okay, now that the site has been created, the student actually has a copy of this template. Now, the way I give them the template, it's been kind of weird going back and sharing the template with the kids. Once you make it into a template, it pops up for us because we're Garland ISD, but the students are students.garlandisd. So the best way to share this was I actually gave them the link to the template in our Google Classroom environment. And they were able to click the link and it automatically sent them to their accounts. So an awesome way to share the link to the template with your kids is just provide them with the actual link to the template. What you see at the top of the template, I'll go back to the template so you can see what I'm talking about. Here's the actual address to the template. So if you provide the kids with that address, they'll be able to add that to their accounts as well, because the templates are not really going to their area where they can access it through templates. And that's only for the ones that you create. They can access the templates from the public just fine. So once we are here, the kids have the template that you created, and they see from this project, what I want from them is information on the life cycle, adaptations, environmental effects, fun facts, and a gallery. So I'll go through with them and show them how to add pages, and I can do the same here, how to add pages, how to add pictures. And like I said, being a part of Google allows them to link everything that they have to this website. So if we start with life cycle, whenever you want to edit a page, you click here to edit page. If you want to add another page, which kids will not do for this project, but if you're having them be, more creative and creating their own website, then they will click to add a create a page here. And it kind of walks you through every step that you need to take. So to edit a page, you would press edit, and you'll see that there's the menu at the top, insert, format, table, layout, and help. Help is always there. It's also important to note that as you are creating this, you need to also save your information. So I want to insert. You can insert some common things that are here. Gadgets, and when you press gadgets, it'll actually show you what that gadget is, so that you don't have to be confused about what you're inserting. And then we have the Google apps. This is going to be very useful to our kids because everything that we do mostly is linked in Google and saved to their Google Drive, so they can easily access their drive. Here, I actually should have put the crawfish because I did my practice with my students on the crawfish, or crayfish as you all call it. But when you access the drive, here I'm going to go to drive and I want to insert an image because I'm talking about the life cycle. So we're going to pretend that I'm doing the crayfish. You see my sates, you see my crawfish all right here. So we're going to pretend this is all of my images from Google Drive. And I'm going to insert that image that I have saved, and it's there. When you click on the image, you can move it, you can make it small, you can make it medium or large. If you click this, you want to remove that so that when people try to click on the picture, it doesn't try to take them to your Google Drive. So you can remove the link or remove the picture, and I'm going to leave that there. So it tells me, do you want to leave this site? Changes you may not be saved. So you want to make sure that you save when you do that. I wanted to also include some information about pictures. If you're looking for pictures or if your kids are searching for pictures, I would like to give a big shout out to Britannica Image Quest. Britannica Image Quest is awesome for looking for pictures. When searching for pictures of a mosquito, we have so many of them that kids can use, and these are awesome for them to use, and we don't have to worry about the information about them going to Google and seeing inappropriate pictures. And everything here in Britannica Image Quest that I've seen has been awesome for the students. So if I was doing the mosquito, this is what I wanted to show you with the pictures. It gives the actual citation information so that you can be safe and make sure you put where you got your images from. But the download part is what I want you to notice. If you download, it asks you to download the image to your computer or to Google Drive. It automatically links to your Google Drive. It creates an actual folder in your Google Drive that I'll show you where it'll save the picture. So I'm going to save the image to Google Drive. See that little box pops up, and your image has been saved to Google Drive. So now when I go back to my pictures, I'm just going to go to the gallery since that's where our pictures are, and we're going to edit the page, and we're going to insert the Google image from Drive. Okay. And I want to show you the folder that it created. See this Image Quest folder right here? Britannica automatically creates that when you say to save to Google Drive. So I'm going to click there. And of course, my pictures didn't show up. Okay, so we're just going to go to images. I don't know why it didn't show up, but here it is right here. If you go to that folder through your Google Drive, the pictures will show up, but they're just putting all of the images together here. So it's there, and there's my picture. And again, you can do the same thing. And there's my picture. Okay, so here, this is when you have a template that you want the kids to use. My students would know exactly what I want them to include in this project in order for them to get the points that they need to be successful in this project. They just go in, they edit each page, they fill it in, and then when they're done, they will share it with me. And this is my account, so I'm not going to share it, but this is the link that they would get, and they would share that link with me or invite me to see that page. You can do it either way. Now I want to go back and show you what it looks like when kids are creating it on their own. So we're going to go to Create again in Classic Sites. And there's a blank template. They can browse. And I'll just pick a random one. Let's go with, I know a lot of girls will probably pick this one because it's all cutesy and stuff like that. So we have a vibrant website for educators and teachers, but students can also use this because you can change it, you know, anywhere you want. So we'll say Get Template. So it also click Use Template. So now I have this template here to be used, and I'll press Create. And again, make sure you have your site name and Create Sites. Already used, so we'll call it Google Sites Strickland. That's me. So it's creating our site. And once we get started, you'll see how you can go in and fill in. Here's our basic template web page. And they have home, assignments, lessons and notes, sitemap. All of these things are already linked where they can go in and start filling in information. Remember to press edit when you're ready to adjust. And you can go in and delete all of this. And students can type in the information that they want to put there. So they can be as creative as they want. You can insert a calendar, you can insert charts. If you have any documents that you want them to put in, and this comes in handy when kids are doing their portfolios, because any documents that they've created, any essays they've written, any assignments, personal narratives, expository text, anything that they want to show off, they can put it on here. I want you to know that they can also put in YouTube videos. If they are talking about the life cycle of a mosquito and they find a video that shows the life cycle of a mosquito, they can attach that YouTube video to their Google site as well. So this is a spot where kids can come and just put all of the information that they can find about their research, about their assignment. They can include it all here on the site, and it's easy. It's good on the eyes. The kids love it because they feel like they're all professional by creating a website that has a link that anybody can go to. So it's an awesome opportunity to give our kids, you know, to see what it's like to put all of their research and information together. So I told you about the new sites, and I want to go back and show you what that looks like. So here, if you press new Google Sites, it opens up to this new Google Sites. You see it has a new look. It's different from Classic Sites. And when you're ready, you can press to go back to Classic Sites down here. So this is the new sites. And again, I tell you that all of the features in Classic Sites are not there. There's one feature of Classic Sites that I'm going to go back and show you after I'm done showing you what new sites looks like. And it has a new feel to it. So this is my science project that I'm so proud of. That is not complete. But the kids love seeing it come together. So we talked about, again, organisms and their environment. So basically it walks you through step by step how to create each page that you need or that you want for your project. This was my title page, it's home. And then it went through, and again, the life cycle. And you can see that this way is filled with all of the information that I need. And then when I'm done, I can go in and fill in anything else. There's my fun facts, and there's my gallery with the pictures and describing what the pictures are. When I'm done with all of my information here, I would just press publish, and that's it. Here you can easily see where you would insert text box images, and it's the same process. The Google Drive is awesome to have because you just go there, and here is where I have my folder, and you can see all the pictures that I saved from Britannica that are used. You can upload YouTube, calendar, map, your Google Docs, slides, anything Google is easily translated over to the new one, and it has a really sleek look to it. You can click here to add pages. Whenever you're ready to add a new page, it simply adds a new page and it asks you for a name, and it's that simple. And then you can kind of order them and, you know, put where you want them to go. Here we have themes. There's not many themes as there are in Classic Sites. Again, this is new. So you have a few themes to choose from, different colors, and it'll automatically adjust all of your pages to that theme. So this one is awesome if you want the kids to use this because it kind of directs them at every step, and there's not so many options that they kind of get lost in making it cute. So we're going to go back here. And I just want to show you how easy it is to use. I'm going to create a new site. And this is the basic site that you're given. You give your site a title. You give your page a title. and you adjust. You can insert another image if you have one. Over here, you can select the theme. We're on a simple theme. You can change colors. I'll go to Vision, change to purple. And if you want to add pages, you can create as many as you want, and you'll see it automatically creates your menu. You come here and you modify things. You can do top navigation, side navigation. You modify everything about this. Double click and this pops up and you can start inputting stuff as you go down. So it's very easy to use. You press publish and there you go. So the publish is what I want to know. If you go back to classic sites, and I'll just go back to our mosquito site. When you're ready, if you want to create a template for your kids, this is what I wanted to show you about templates. You want to go to Manage Site. And if you scroll down to General over here on the left side, and then down to Publish this site as a template, this is where you get those options to make this a template that you can share with your students so that they know exactly what you're looking for that project. So that's not on the new sites yet. We don't know if it's coming to new sites. We don't know exactly how long it'll be or if Google is kind of phasing out of old classic sites. But all of this information is here for you to use. It's all awesome. And the kids like to kind of tinker around with it, get creative, learn new things. And it's like a open world that, you know, you just step in and the kids are ready to show you what they know. And this is awesome. You don't have to worry about printing anything. You don't have to worry about, you know, kids losing pages or things needed to be stapled together. It's all there for you in Google Sites. And I'm so happy I didn't say Google Classroom. But that is Google Sites. And I know it was very fast. It was just a brief overview. There's so much more that can go into how to use that, especially using it as a portfolio, allowing kids to make different pages for like digital work samples or pictures or videos or grades. There's so much that kids can do with Google Sites. If you have any questions, please let my moderator know in the chat window, who is Angela Morrow, and I did not say her name in the beginning, so I'm so sorry for that. Make sure you look out for the link to get your CPE credit. It's been awesome. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, my name is Janae Strickland. Go ahead and type my name into the address book and send me an email, and I'll be happy to respond. Again, thank you for joining us. I hope this was informative. I know it was quick. If you have any questions, we'll be in the chat window for a few minutes afterwards just to kind of answer, see what you need. But that's construction. That's Google Sites, putting all of our kids' knowledge together so that they can show us how and communicate with us, how they collaboratively understand the material that we're teaching them on a daily basis. So have a good extended weekend. Bye.